All right, well, here's one on Radio 1. He's a racist idiot that made a bunch of videos, got debunked real bad, and then got on some of my videos early on um, and started yakking him, telling me I was a cave beast, albino thing, and all this other trash that he spouts off at people. And then he just walks off, and if you try to rebut him and everything, he'll never respond to it. But uh, here he's been out of the scene for a while, ever since he kind of got his ass whooped on Weibo Jones, who really doesn't even know about ancient Egyptian stuff very well. I mean, she just kind of knows the gist of it and still made him look pretty damn bad. And, well, he really made himself look bad. But he did try to just control the argument and keep twisting away like black people do and try to divert and just all kinds of little static crap. But in that fact, though, he's gotten on my vid again. He just comes mouthing off every once in a while. You know, he trolls me and stuff, but every once in a while he feels like he's got something to say and he'll jump on. And of course, he's been told he isn't a Hamite so many times and looked at the definition of it, but he claimed he was a Hamite on my deal. And then whenever I told him that Hamites were Caucasians, then he said I was a fool to believe in Noah and the story in the first place. And I go, well, you a Hamite or not? I mean, make up your mind, you're an idiot. And he goes, you'll never be a Hamite, I'm a Hamite. And it's like, well, see, well, Hamites aren't you, they're Caucasian, but you're a West African, so you're not any of these people. And that's the real identity problem these people have. He's just about lost his mind here. I can tell he's about to break out in a hard sweat, but he's, let's see, so he's always trying to tell you about ancient Kemet and the Egyptians and how that black people were the Egyptians. So let's see what he has new on this Egyptian thing that he has.
It exposed the falsehood of the ancient Greek historian maps. People, some of you Negroes, you losing it.
I'll agree. Some of y'all are losing it. Oh, la 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 la.
Y'all have not grasped into your head that these crackers, these racist, low-down, dirty crackers, have lied to you.
Really? That's incredible. Well, what have we done? Whitey Cracker Devil so bad. Whitey Cracker Devil, the one that can fly now, and he went to the moon. Whitey Cracker Devil bad. You have to realize that. It's all part of their big Dominion thing where they think they somehow should inherit America because they were slaves under a Jewish slave master and bit cotton for one short period of time in history. Then were set free and attempt to be educated but have lost their minds. As about a third collective, about 1/3 of these people have lost their minds in one way or the other. They think they're either the ancient Hebrews themselves, so they were the slave master somehow. It's just you'd have to hear the whole thing that they have going on where they try to put a twist on it. But of course, you can tell this one is off his medication. See the sweat beads already popping off on him. Look at the glare in his eyes. Just pretty disgusting. Low down dirty crackers have lied to you, huh? Wow.
Do you get that?
I get that.
They lied to you. And they still lying. A lot of these Negro historians walking around talking about DNA and all that. They are lying to you. And you're giving them your money and you're giving them your attention.
Yeah, listen, DNA is proving a lot of falsehoods and a lot of things that we didn't actually realize where people had migrated and stuff, and you can actually see what had happened. And you go back to other records and you can kind of like follow it. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, so this is where they went, you know, type of thing. And there's certain people have haplogroups, and you don't have any haplogroups involved with anybody who's even involved with the Egyptians, like Nubians, Ethiopians, any of those. You don't have any DNA that's involved with any of those people. But you want to totally discount DNA. You want to just go with your dung hut dream that's already been busted, old and busted.
All so they can lie to you and make you and bring you down more to the bottom.
This shit's bringing you lower to the bottom. You don't realize it, but you just look pitiful and pathetic, every single one of them, with this either standing on a street corner in a clown suit saying that they're some kind of Jesus reborn salvation out of the Bible black people, or they're this type of idiot that thinks that he was an ancient Egyptian from West Africa.
While their white masters are getting richer and richer, America is messed up. America is screwed up. And
you know what's screwing it up? Is people like this are allowed to even just keep going on with this yammer crap.
it's time for it to fall. This is why we are calling for the downfall of white America.
Really?
We are calling for the end of white authority. Because the white man is an enemy of God. He does.
Okay, let's get one thing straight here, Negro. About 4 generations ago, you used to be from a dung hut and you were illiterates, didn't know how to read or do anything whatsoever that was past a Stone Age level. You've been taken into a society much more advanced than you and somehow given the opportunity to attempt to become equal. To attempt to become equal isn't yammer yakety mouth we is taking over. Your pitiful 12.8% of the population doesn't add up to shit. 3/4 of you wouldn't go along with it in the first place when you tried. If they did, they'd get mowed down like the rest of you if you're calling for a race war. You're ending up becoming the enemy within. And don't even know it. You're falling directly into a trap. Please continue.
Doesn't have it in him to tell the truth. He wants to steal all histories.
Yes, the black man does not have it in him to tell the truth. He wants to steal all histories.
To tell the truth. He wants to steal all histories.
Yep.
He is a hypocrite.
You are.
The master of deception.
You are.
The master of confusion.
Yep. You are the master of confusion. You are trying to be the Grinch that stole Christmas. And you look like that.
That is why I need your support to help me get this truth out and to help me unite our people.
Your people couldn't become united if you put them all in a paper bag. And it's because of bullshit like this, because most of them realize that they are not Egyptians or anything, and this is all bullshit lies, and if they follow it, they're going to follow themselves to doom. But now he's begging for money for people. He only got like 300 something views on this thing after months. I don't even try to put anything out, and I'm not trying to do anything. I'm doing old civilization bullshit.
So that one day we can have power to do something about this problem.
You got the power now to do something about this problem. It's just going to take some evolution of time for your mentality to be able to fix, and all of you need to go to like psychology classes or something. You're having delusions of grandeur. Look it up. Google it.
Called white supremacy and European racism.
Listen, in European countries, the Europeans should be the ones that run the shit. In a white America, which was started by we the people, it's run by white Americans. It's always been 85%. We've put in so many migrants now, we're down to 60-something. Black people talk crap like, oh, you're going to be a minority. Well, guess who's doing that to themselves? Well, that's just about to start ending, too. We're realizing that that was a nightmare put through us. And Obama, what a great fucking thing he did for us. What else you got to say?
These people have nothing to do with Egypt, ancient Egypt. They have no ties at all.
Yes, you have no ties at all to ancient Egypt. Genetics shows you that. You hate the fact that that shows up. And you don't like DNA. You don't like anything that's the truth. You don't like any new science, and you want to just believe some dung hut dream for some old guys that have been busted from the 70s and 80s that tried to come up with this same yakety crap back then. Michael Jackson video comes out, and you lose your freaking minds. And you haven't ever found it since.
We are the fakest of fake.
You are the fakest of fake.
the Arab, the Indians from India, nothing to do with Egypt. They are nobodies. They are a race of nobodies. And they got it all.
And you're actually the race of nobodies, and you ain't got nothings. Because you didn't do nothings. You were West African primitives. We're trying to help you out, and you're balking and going directly after the people that are trying to help you out. Yet you can't see it. They're also the same people that fought and died for you in the Civil War so they could free you, so you could act a fool like this. Please continue.
They're rich. And you black people in America, you have the greatest history in the world.
No, you don't. It's probably not so damn good, and you damn well know it, so you try to hug onto other ones. It's kind of disgusting. In fact, it's gotten past that point now. If people knew this type of crap goes on, yakety mouth all day long behind white people's backs about this bullshit lies they got going on. Huh?
But you on the bottom, you're the poorest. Something's not right.
Mentally, something's not right.
Slavery is still going on.
Mentally, in your mind.
Jobs. They're hiring our people to work these jobs.
Yep. Black unemployment is at its lowest ever, and he's still gonna talk crap.
Jobs and do this slave labor to make them richer and richer.
It's called Kemet is sick of you.
People, it's time to wake up.
Yeah, wake up to the fact that Kemet is sick of you. The people in Israel are sick of blacks saying that they are Israelites, that they are Jews. And Egypt is getting tired of hearing that they're supposedly blacks. Nubians came in for 70 years in the 25th dynasty, way late. Was not founded, ran, or anything by Negroes whatsoever. They only held on to it for 70 years and lost it and got pushed back and never became a power again whatsoever. But you weren't even involved with that. Don't get mad about Nubians. You're not related in any way.
But that's all I'm going to get into right now. Okay, there's some more things I want to touch on. I probably got a couple more minutes.
Wow. You probably got a couple more minutes. I got probably a couple more minutes for I get tired of hearing the tard. Let's hear what you began with here.
The Almighty Amun Ra.
It's Amun Ra, and he's wow. Look at You're a mean one, Mr. Dung.
This is your brother Radio1. Thanks for tuning in into another video.
You really are.
Now the title of this video is Response to Truth Teacher, or should I say False Teacher 2007.
So apparently somebody named Truth Teacher said something and he's yakking about it. Cool.
Kemet is sick of you. Now this user, Truth Teacher 2007, made a video saying he is so sick of Kemet. Okay? Now, in it,
Black people are getting tired of hearing about it. It's been busted and debunked a long time ago, and the people that are hanging on to it look like just sad losers, pathetic losers. Here's one. Who's got two fingers sticking up and is a pathetic loser? And is buck-toofus.
in that video, he is encouraging Black American people to stay away from Kemet or ancient Egypt and focus on other African cultures and histories.
Yeah, try to poach something else and other histories, but don't try to poach that one because it's been debunked so badly that you look pathetic. But he can't stop. He can't stop. He's got his hand caught into a monkey trap, you know, where if you let go, you can get away, but he can't let go. Look at him having his little dream here, his little fantasy dream. Oh, I'm having a... Well,
let me first make something clear to you, Negro. Okay? When we get into this discipline or into this movement called Kemet, or getting the truth out about the history of Kemet.
Now, you've started a regressive neo-Nazi Negro movement called Kemet, which is actually the black land that they used to fertilize in, and it has nothing to do with you, and you're looking pathetic trying to even speak about it. But go on, what about Kemet?
We are in this for life.
Yes, I have no doubt you're going to be at this intelligence level for life.
There is no in and out.
Nope.
If you're going to get out, if you're so sick of Kemet and you want to get out, stay out. Because
you should stay out.
We don't need you, Negro. Kemet does not need you. So you saying you're getting sick of Kemet? Well, Kemet is getting sick of you.
Yes, he's getting the idea. Now he just needs to play this back to his own face. Maybe that's what this is a confirmation video, you know, where you talk to yourself. You know, like you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that you're good and doggone it, people like me, you know.
Getting sick of Negro coons like you.
Yes, okay, getting real tired of it.
Okay, now we know this brother, his teachings are corrupt. This brother has a corrupt mind.
Yes, you have a corrupt mind. Your teachings are corrupt. We get that.
He has been corrupted by something.
Yeah, you can tell. All you got to do is just look, and you can tell. And you're starting to beat up sweat again.
And I know that he does not read and study real history.
No.
But he listened to all this fake, modern day, DNA, racist, neo-Nazi Germany nonsense.
Yep. That's what you look like. Some brand new neo-Nazi Negro. Really, it's disgusting, but you're walking right into it. Continue.
And that is why he's telling you to stay away from Kemet, because he has not earned the privilege to being educated on the history and the geography and the origins of Kemet.
Oh, he hasn't been allowed to be educated, but he somehow was. You can kind of tell by looking at him, he's been educated in something. Yeah.
Okay, now I have earned that privilege, and that is a privilege indeed. It is.
Really? How did you earn it? By hating Whitey more? By lying more? You think you studied more than Egyptologists? It's all about you. Look at that. Look. Yeah.
It's a special privilege that I cherish, and I am in this for life.
We understand that.
When we look at brothers like Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Yosef Ben Yakanan.
Oh, it's the shout out time.
Dr. Ashwan Kwesi.
You so damn crazy.
And others, when they got into that study, they was in it for life.
Yep. Looking pitiful at the end too.
They was in it to the day they died.
Yep.
Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Chancellor Williams,
Look.
Destruction of Black Civilization. He was in it for life.
What is he gonna spit?
But this Negro and a whole lot of other Negroes, now I know that he is a member of this website called Egypt Search. Now, I don't get involved with Egypt Search because those Negroes on that website, they are fake pseudo-historians. They do not.
That's what you are, bro. Everybody knows it.
Acknowledge real history.
Nope, you don't.
All they do is post up these fake genetic DNA studies all day. And when you try to present some real history to them, they have the nerves to get mad at you, get angry at you. So I do not fool with them because they are not educated in real history and they do not acknowledge real history. But they follow this DNA nonsense, okay? And they are
DNA nonsense. See, you can't keep up with science. and you're just going to deny it all. That's funny.
Are on a losing side. They are on a losing team.
You're on the losing team.
This is why you don't see them going at it with 7 Phoenician 7 in a super Egyptian, because they are in agreement with 7 Phoenician 7. 7 Phoenician 7 has them under his grasp, or under.
It's a woman. And 7 Phoenician 7 doesn't have anybody under anybody's grasp. These people are independent geneticists. She understands it too. It's something he can't grasp with his feeble mind, and so he just denies it. And of course, if it says blacks, then he'll go with it real damn quick. It's funny, it can convict you or get you out of jail, but it can't get him out of the jail of his mind and the lies that he stays in.
Her grasp, I want to say under his grasp, or whatever the hell he is. Okay? He has them under his grasp. Okay? You Negroes are 7 Phoenician 7 in the Super Egyptians, BITCHs. Okay?
Actually, she's made a few videos where she makes you her bitch, and it's because you have no grasp of Egyptology whatsoever. You won't debate me, you won't debate her, you've chalked out on it. Oh, she's got to show her face. Oh, everybody wants to see what she looks like. Her eye looks pretty. I want to masturbate to her. You're a fucking sick piece of shit.
You are under their grasp because their DNA is defeating you. Their DNA is supporting a white Egypt.
Oh, wow. He just gives it up straight like that. The DNA supports a white Egypt. Or a Caucasian Egypt. He can't tell the difference of the two. Like most blacks that are in his position, they say pale Nordic, and they don't realize that the people that are in Egypt right now, to this day, are Caucasians. They've got a little bit of slavery admix from then. Before then, they did not have it. There are people called Caucasians all over everywhere, all the way to Asia, all the way to India, all the way up through Europe. Everybody keeps trying to compare some pale Swedish girl to what we're talking about, although there are many blonde-haired and red-haired Egyptians. And the closest match to them are people that live up in Europe with the genetics that they have, and not the current people of Egypt. It's kind of the reason that everything's kind of weirdo. A lot of people realize it now, especially after DNA of King Tut's got out and a few other things, Ramsey and a few other people, and then after they let it out, then they get kicked out, then Hawass gets kicked and everything, and blacks go, oh, see, they're trying to cover up black, and it has nothing to do with you West Africans at all, and any black people that were involved, it has nothing to, they have nothing to do with you.
That's why you Negroes are so quiet. So, to all you pseudo-geneticists or you Negro geneticists, if y'all want people to believe, if y'all want all the people, black people, to believe in this DNA, you Negroes better get to work, because
what he's saying here is you Negroes need to lie, because he does not like the fact that there's a lot of black people that have got into genetics now because they want to be like, oh, is this whitey cracker fakey? And they've proved to themselves, no, this is cutting edge incredible. This is whitey cracker magic. Like, you know what makes them fly and go into space and all the neato stuff that's not going on in sub-Saharan Africans? It's going on in here. It's amazing. It's small. You look in a microscope and it's smaller than you can think of, and there's chains, and they figured it all out. It's amazing, that whitey cracker magic, and he just does not like it one bit whatsoever. He's the Grinch that's trying to steal Christmas.
DNA is against you.
It's against you, yes.
DNA is saying it's supporting a white Egypt.
Yes. Yes, it is. We're going to hear that one more time here. I just have to.
A white Egypt. And I'm going to do more videos. A white Egypt. And I'm going to do more videos because DNA is against you. DNA is saying it's important in white Egypt. And I'm going to do more videos exposing DNA. Okay?
Noticed how the tracker can't even keep up with him because he can't speak correctly enough to get it out. It pulled up DNA one time, but the rest of it can't. It the innate, because he starts it with D, da, 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 da.
And we don't need to just expose the DNA study. We need to expose DNA itself.
Oh no, oh my God. He's going to become a mad scientist. I can see it already.
Because there's a lot of info going around saying that DNA is fabricated, it is a scam, and it.
No, that's some black thing coming up to try to deny what DNA has already proven, that you aren't involved whatsoever. Now you can go get your DNA checked, and they'll tell you that you came from the Niger-Congo area, exactly where you came from, and the blend of slave people that you actually were a mix of. And nobody comes back Egyptian. Nobody. And that's because they'd have to have been a Caucasian. Even the Nubians, whenever they took over for the mere 70 years, are called Nubian invaders, and they'll never be called Egyptians. See how that works? All of North Africa was always Caucasians. Of course, they try to make that into a lie too, believe it or not. Believe it or not.
It's not to be trusted. And I knew this from day one. But people are now just starting to find out about it. And more truth is going to come out about it. Because it proves nothing. Okay? At the end of the day, no matter what explanation that you put to it, DNA is just some damn spit.
Really? He's about to spit on the camera. He's about to get spitting mad.
Okay, spit. That's what it is. So
I don't think he understands DNA one bit whatsoever. He hasn't looked into it at all. Spit's what you can get off somebody now, and you can look at their DNA and try to match thing off of. That's live right there, vacuolar DNA. It's going on. But if you try something old, you have to get something out of like bone marrow and things like that, and you can drill into teeth. There's certain bones in the ear that are real receptive to holding some of it, deep inside of bones. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about whatsoever, but he's mad about it.
You're gonna abandon real history, abandon.
Look at him sweat.
Thousands of pages of text in real history, all original documented history for some spit.
Yeah, DNA can change all of history that you have in your mind real quick. In fact, what that's really called is the end of Dung-Hut dreams. No one ever said black people ran Egypt and started it. It'd be foolish. Where did they go? Where did these people that could do great things go and turn into primitive people that are pre-Stone Age level? Right. Oh, then they just get mad and call you racist, whitey and crap. Whenever you look at this racist bullshit they have going on behind your back constantly, it's kind of disgusting. No, it's not kind of.
Are you kidding me?
Negro, are you kidding me?
Negro, have you lost your damn mind? You're going to... Are you kidding me? Negro, have you lost your damn mind?
Have you?
You're going to abandon real history in favor of some spit. Okay? Take a little spit, put a cotton swab, and put it under a damn machine. Okay? And you come up with...
I don't know if you've noticed, but he said okay about 37 times already. It's this little tick. He says it between everything, like, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? You know, they always have a tick to them to try to get their brain kick into the next thought. Of course, a lot of people say but is acceptable. Okay, is not. It almost gets to the point of being like, okay. But what we're not getting here is that he doesn't seem to really understand DNA. You take a cotton swab and stick it under a damn machine. That's not how this works. There's a way of he needs to watch a video on how to replicate DNA and how they do it, and they give him a real simplistic term, you know, like one of those kiddie movies, and he'll get a decent idea of how it comes about and then how they match that to other people. I mean, he has no grasp on history, he has no grasp on reality and, you know, logic, really, so I'm not sure he's going to be able to grasp any of that whatsoever. I just about guarantee he hasn't graduated school. If he did, it was just affirmative action.
Some fabricated results.
He's
that is the most
sweating his ass
ridiculous
off.
thing I ever heard.
It is ridiculous.
And that is why I do not follow that nonsense.
Yeah, and nobody's going to follow your nonsense either, man. I'm about out of here, man. I don't want to go too long or spend too much time. You're not worth it. Peace out, man. Hey, get some medication and check into psychology, man. These people, just tell them that you're having delusions of grandeur. Just tell them your whole story over the phone. Start getting pissed off and rampant. They'll send somebody to your door. And peace. Y'all have a good one.